women who are involved in FC United in all their different roles.
I think.
FC United makes a more conscious effort to include women in football. I don't think it's necessarily a top priority for, say, a Premier League club. But it's inclusive for everything, gender, race, whoever you are. It wants to include everybody.
It's Laura Cockshoot, and I am the This Club Is My Club newsreader for FCUM Radio. Well, the reason why is because I feel as though FC United have got a really good ethos, and I love the way that it's been set up. I was there right at the start when they were kind of having the initial talks as to whether we should set up FC United, and it's just come on leaps and bounds, and I think the amount that it's achieved in such a small space of time is very admirable, and it just shows that kind of a small group of people can achieve such a big thing in the kind of industry that would normally be seen as sort of only people with big bucks and big sort of power to be able to do things, whereas the things that FC United have achieved are quite phenomenal. This week, but before I go, let me just remind you that you can hear this show at 12:30, 3:30 and 9 PM, Monday to Thursday, and all the goals are held on audioboo.fm/FCUM Radio. Thanks for listening, and from me, Cockers, see you next time.
I'd heard about FC, but wasn't a follower or supporter, and knew the odd random person like Kay, who were following them, and various friends, but because I'm a City fan and they were United fans, it didn't really resonate. But when I knew it was going to be built effectively in my backyard, I rang the council first of all before I met anybody and asked them what this was all about, and listened to what the planning department said would be on offer, and was impressed at the community facilities, the park facilities, things for kids to do, youth work facilities, and that's when I contacted the club to say, can I help in any way?
Got a phone call to ask if I wanted to get involved with knowing the area. So I went along to an initial meeting that was held in the FC offices in Ancoats, and I learnt more about FC, and I saw, you know, what the idea of the community stadium, and like everyone else here, the more I got involved, the more I met people, the more I understood the principles behind FC United. In fact, it's a cooperative, and it's genuine, and they put the membership first, and it's what football should be. It's for the supporters, and it's an affordable price, and it's a family, you know, based thing as well.
So I got to a match before. I think the last time I went to a Man United match, it must have been about 18. So watching sort of like the actual proper fans coming in, it was fantastic. And then we're going up to complete strangers and saying, we're campaigning to get the ground in Smoston, and how willing they were to sign. And like I said, it was just a nice feeling, really.
Yeah. So do you think it's changed you?
Yeah, I've come out of my shell. Right. So I really have. Found confident again, really.
So Rosie, could you tell us why Matt got involved with the campaign for FC?
Well, well, we've been working with FC for about 4 years, 2006 I think, no 2007, when we did our first play with them, and we've always dedicated a night when we put on a run of shows to FC, and they come and it's their audience, and we usually can't get through the play for about 2 hours because they're just chanting all the way through. And so they make a really good audience, and they've been such good audiences for us that we thought we should really help them out as well.
And did you like football before this started going?
I've always been a Man United fan, I have to say.
Right.
I've never been to a football match though, because obviously too expensive, couldn't afford it.
Which is a good thing to say actually, because this is going to be cheaper.
Which is part of why FC did do what they done, didn't it, for affordable football?
Yeah.
Because United was expensive.
Yeah.
In FC United.
I'm Lindsay Howard, and I'm the club secretary club and company secretary of FC United.
Right, so what does that role involve?
Basically, I'm responsible for anything to do with the FA, the leagues, player registrations, contracts, that side of it. Also liaising with the volunteers, putting on match days, and then the company side is I'm responsible to the board, so AGMs, general meetings, I have to send out all the documentation, and also minute board meetings.
Right, okay. And you seem very, very busy.
Hence the phone going.
What do you think FC United does for women?
I think it gives them an opportunity to be involved in football, an opportunity to get involved, not just on match days, but in the community, through our community work, through coaching as well. So it does encourage people, and I think the more women that are seen at FC, the more it encourages, and that's where, that keeps saying family, but that's where it keeps coming in, because generations of women are now coming to the game, from grandmas to granddaughters, so it's brilliant.
Yeah. So what do you think women do for FC United?
They give it a different ethos, a different framework, really, and show something is different to other sporting organisations, not just football. If you look at rugby, it's very male orientated. FC, it is much more about women.
Great.
And I sell programmes for FC United.
Okay, and do you think FC United is different from other football clubs?
I think FC United is definitely different because the fans can get involved, and selling programmes is a way of giving back and supporting the club. And I feel I need to do that because it's my club, so I need to do something to make it work.
Okay, and do you think, what do women do for FC United, do you think?
I think women are a great support in terms of the running and for the club and volunteering at the club, and we definitely sell programmes and help out in lots of other ways, so we make a difference.
Okay, my name's Debbie and I'm one of the physiotherapists working in the club. I treat the youth team and also the first team. Yeah, FC United's different from other football clubs because even at this level and definitely higher levels, you don't see a lot of females involved. Probably where women do get involved more is the medical side, so as physios or doctors.
What do you think women do for FC United?
I think women just bring a different dimension to FC United.
Do you think the role of women in football will change in the future?
I think it'll definitely change in the future. I mean, even nowadays women are getting more and more involved. Even up, I know that Chelsea have a female doctor that sometimes works with them, a few years ago was never seen. And I think as the women's game progresses, they will obviously get more involved in the men's game as well.
Yeah.
I'm Helen Walker, I'm the nutritionist for FC United.
So what does that involve?
So I make up their energy drink for the players for the matches. I also talk to them about their diets if they feel that they need to change them for any reason. So I discuss that with them and we devise a plan.
Right, okay.
To follow.
So do they tend to have a good diet then, or?
It varies,
Right.
but I think when you play sport, semi-professionally, I think you need to be aware of what you're having.
Right, okay. So do any of them have a shocking diet?
Not that I've found so far.
Right. And so what do you think FC United does for women?
Well, I mean, certainly for me it allowed me to work here, to hopefully make a difference to how the players are and what their diets are and so on. So they gave me that opportunity. I think you're treated very much as any other member, any other fan or any other member of staff, so that's fine.
Okay, and what do women do for FC United?
Oh, a lot. And as you know, there's lots of women involved at all different levels and different jobs within the club, so I think we bring a lot and really make the club what it is.
Laura, and my my role is sports science support, and I'm also a community coach.
Right, okay. So what does that involve?
Involves assisting Helen, the nutritionist. I've been shadowing the physios, and also turning to training every week, helping out the coaches with the youth team, sometimes the first team doing warm-up stretches, giving advice to players on fitness and nutrition and other things related to sports science.
Right. What do you think FC United do for women?
They give them confidence. Like, sometimes it's a bit intimidating for women in football, but there's no, like I said, no discrimination, no prejudice. You just all get involved and give them that belief that they can be part of football as well as men.
We've got a couple in here. I'm Searle, and I'm part of the Wellbeing Project at FC United, and we visit people that are sick or that are just in the home in homes on their own and need company. But what I do is arrange trips to take people over 50s either to home matches or away matches. We have pick them up, have something to eat, then go on to the match, and then bring them home again afterwards. And we've been doing it now since last August, I think was the first one of the Bremleys, and we've done about 8 trips, I think, so far. I think FC United, I think it's very inclusive. I don't think any women feel pushed out, feel as though they shouldn't be there. I certainly don't. You know, I mean, I've gone to matches on my own when I've had to, and feel perfectly happy going on my own. They're included with everything that goes on. I don't think there's a part of FC, apart from on the pitch, I don't think there's a part of FC that women are not involved in.
What do women do for FC United?
I think they make it into more of a family-orientated club. And I think because women do feel included, I think they feel happier volunteering for things, and not just the obvious, you know, oh, we'll bake a few cakes. I don't think that comes into it, you know. I think it's part of everything. I think, you know, women will take on any role that's asked. I think that's general with FC. People ask, and there's always somebody that will give, will do, will join in.
Thanks for watching, and thank you to everyone who took part. And as you can see, there's lots of women that play a crucial part in FC United Football Club. And I think FC United is a better football club because a woman's place is at the match.